Friends, please join your hands for C. Chinnasamy Ganesan and also for our session chairman C.R. Subramaniam sir. Let me invite partners from A.N. Jammunathan and Co. C.R. Ramakrishnan. They are actually the internal auditors for Southern India Regional Council of CA Institute. Mr. R. Ramakrishnan here. Thank you, sir. On behalf of each and every one of us here, let us request C.R. Ramakrishnan to honor our speaker, C.A. Chinnasamy Ganesan. Friends, please join your hands for Mr. Ganesan. Thank you, sir. Let me invite Mr. Parthiban. Just now he has left. Okay, let me invite Madam Smita Cherimar, partner of S. Dhanapal and Associates, to honor our session chairman, C.R. Subramaniam sir. Sir, on behalf of each and every one of us here, thank you very much for your presence and for your inimitable style of delivery on this particular contemporary subject. Friends, thank you very much for joining us for both the technical sessions. We will be back maximum by half an hour time for the third technical session, and our speakers are already here. I will request 1 minute. I will request Mr. Dhanapal to hand over his handbook to our first speaker, Mr. Ramesh, and also Mr. Chinnasamy Ganesan, and also Mr. Subramaniam sir. Sir, Mr. Ramesh sir, to the dais, please, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Ganesan. Thank you, Subramaniam sir. And thank you, Ramesh sir. Thank you. So, half an hour, friends. And we have a key here, a Honda key. Technical session. The chairman is the director of international taxation of Income Tax Department, Shri M. Ratnaswamy. Sir, your presence on behalf of the company, on behalf of each and every one of us here. Welcome to the dais, sir. Friends, please join your hands for Shri M. Ratnaswamy, young dynamic member who has started with a Big Four, and today he is on his own, specializing himself on niche areas of taxation, especially international taxation. Author of a book on transfer pricing, C.A. Divakar Vijayasarathi. Sir, your presence to the dais, please. Welcome. Friends, please join your hands for C.A. Divakar Vijayasarathi. Inviting CAS Meenakshi Sundaram, the President Finance of Sundaram Fasteners Limited, to welcome our chairman of the third technical session, Sri M. Ratnaswamy. Mr. Meenakshi Sundaram. Another member, Senior General Manager Finance, Mr. Dilip Kumar. I think they are sitting that side. Welcome, sir. Manager Finance, welcoming Sri M. Ratnaswamy, Director of International Taxation, Income Tax Department, Government of India. On behalf of Sri Danya, on behalf of each and every one of us, sir, thank you very much. Let me invite CP Govardhan, CP Govardhan, partner of Venkat Raghavan and Govardhan. Sir? Well, I think they are outside. Never mind, we'll, on behalf of Sri Danya, let me invite the director Ilango to welcome our speaker, CA Divakar Vijayasarathi, on behalf of Sri Danya and on behalf of each and every one of us present here. Thank you. Now, for the introduction of our chairman, Mr. Ratnaswamy, Muthuswamy Ratnaswamy. Very rich profile. He is a BSc in agriculture with economics from Coimbatore Agriculture University, and he is a double Harvard. He is a master's in public administration from Kennedy School of Government, Harvard University, US, and he has done a specialized international tax program at Harvard Law School, Harvard University, United States. Friends, he started his career 13 years back with Income Tax Department as Additional Director of Income Tax Investigation, Coimbatore. Then in Chennai and Mumbai as Additional Director of International Taxation. After that, in Mumbai, Additional Director of Income Tax Investigation, Mumbai. And in 2011 onwards, Director of International Taxation, Transfer Pricing, Chennai. He has a expertise on international taxation, transfer pricing for multinational enterprises, and taxation of derivative financial instruments. He is from Tamil Nadu, and his hobbies includes trekking and reading. With this brief, I introduce before this August gathering, Mr. Ratnaswamy Muthuswamy, the Director of Income Tax, International Taxation, Income Tax Department. Friends, please join your hands for Mr. Ratnaswamy. Coming to our technical session speaker, Divakar Vijayasarathi. Among the professional fraternity, definitely he stands an example. Friends, taking a niche area like international taxation, specializing in it, and proving to the world, yes, I can do a service equivalent to a much sought after the multinational audit firms is a Herculean task. DVS is a brand which Divakar Vijayasarathi has promoted himself into. A rank holder chartered accountant, he engaged in advisory practice from 2007 onwards after a brief employment stint with leading bank and financial institution. His specialized areas are direct and international tax litigation, domestic and international transfer pricing, trust and estate taxation, corporate restructuring. He was actively, even now he teaches direct taxes for CA final students for more than 7 years and also visiting faculty for our Institute of Chartered Accountants. He has presented over 100 seminars across the branches of ICA, Chamber and other professional association, especially in the areas of direct and international taxation. He is a faculty for the certificate course on international taxation conducted by ICAI. One of his book recently that was published by Bharat Publication, very rare to see a person of his age coming out with that much bulky publication, and that too on one of the most advanced topic. That definitely deserves a big round of applause. Friends, please join your hands for the author, Divakar Vijayasarathi, a book on law and practice of international and domestic transfer pricing on both. It's a huge hit, super hit book, and almost he is on the verge of revising, going for the second edition of it. Apart from being a professional chartered accountant, his hobby is he's a professional artist with over 15 years of professional training. He has specialized in charcoal shading metal embossing, and oil painting. And noteworthy is he has presented two successful art exhibitions on oil painting and charcoal portrait. The feather in his cap is Divakar Vijayasarathi has established 7 offices in India, 4 offices abroad. We have heard about foreign multinationals having offices in India, Indian companies having multinational offices across India, a professional firm having multinational presence, something which a great achievement. Friends, with this brief, I present before you CA Divakar Vijayasarathi for the August gathering. Let us hear from the chairman of the technical session, Mr. Ratnaswamy, about the opening remarks on his topic, impact on corporate taxation under Companies Act 2013.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you, Mr. Raju, for your very nice and charitable words about me. I may not be deserving all of that. I'm quite happy to be here with a nice audience like this, and which is eager to hear a wonderful presentation on a very relevant topic, the New Companies Act. The landscape which existed so far, it is changing dramatically. We have heard about ethics, values, morality for people, for persons, individuals. But till now, our impression about companies as entities, they are nothing but entities managed or manipulated by people. On their own, they didn't have much of existence, but now, no. In as much as people are citizens, corporates are also seen as citizens on their own. Corporate citizens, they are also supposed to have their own ethics, values, and morality. You might have known that very recently in UK, Starbucks coffee, that company, as per law, it was not required to pay the taxes, but on its own, it came forward and paid 15 million pounds in UK. Why they did it? Owing to public pressure. The public became aware of the activities of corporate, how they are conducting themselves. So the public in United Kingdom, they found that Starbucks, in comparison with other competitors, they are not paying sufficient taxes. Owing to that pressure, Starbucks came forward and paid. Similarly, Google, it's earning huge revenues from UK, but not paying much taxes. So the UK Parliament Committee, they summoned the chief executive. They asked him, why you are not paying enough taxes? They replied, as per law, we are only required to pay this much. Then they said, okay, leave the law aside. Are you fair in paying the present taxes? Is it fair your present practices are? So these are all indications of the trend which is emerging. Maybe in Western countries, they will travel down to our countries also. So the environment in which corporates are operating, that has dramatically improved in India also. That's why from tax administration also, we are of the opinion that the tax gap, see that difference between the potential taxes but the actual taxes we are realizing, that tax gap has narrowed down much as far as corporate sector is concerned, because of operation of various influences, various stakeholders are involved. In fact, there are many incentives for corporates to report the correct figures or sometimes more.